Hey folks, so today we're going to take you through a real life use case for our new grouping system. So I've added a few new users to our system. I think you'll expect to see some of these folks. We've got Tom Tester, David Developer, Annabelle Architect, the usual crowd. We've also added a new user called Vanessa Viewer. So in our use case here, Vanessa is a new joiner to our company. She's coming on as a developer, but she's been granted access rights. However, it turns out Annabelle is pretty awesome, so we're also going to go ahead and add her to an on-call rotation. So I've set up two new groups, and if you've used Unleash for a while, you'll notice that this is a new screen here. And I think you'd expect to see these groups as well. We've got developers, and right now we only see Annabelle and David. However, we've also got on-calls. Right now, the only person we have on them is Annabelle Architect, and that's because on-call rotation can potentially be a more sensitive thing. So we're going to go ahead and add access to these groups to some of our projects. However, we're also going to include our new user, Vanessa Viewer, and we're going to add her to this group. She is now part of the on-call rotation. We're also going to go ahead and add her as a developer. So now we're going to grant access rights to a new project. Instead of using the traditional flow by adding the users one by one, we're going to simply add it with the groups. So when you go to the access tab, you'll notice that the button has been updated. We can now add either a user directly or we can assign a group. So we're going to go ahead and add the developers. And I've set up a new role specifically for developers. When I click this, now you can see all the rights that this group is granted. So you can see that we only have access to the development environment, and that makes sense for developers. So we're going to go ahead and add that. However, you don't have to add a single group. You can add multiple groups. So we're also going to add the on-call rotation to this. And we're going to give the on-call rotation slightly more permissive rights. We're going to give them access to the production environment. And when we're adding this group, now we can see that all the rights that we're expanding, we also have production rights here. We also have access permissions to the project. And ta-da, our new user is now part of both the on-call rotation and developers, and she has access to do everything across the system. So we're hoping that you enjoy the new grouping system, and we're hoping it provides you with some value when you're managing large user sets. Enjoy.